Hey there, Wargamers. Josh here from MiniWarGaming.com, ready to bring you another Warhammer 40k Battle Report. Today I'll be busting out my Custodes once again at 1,500 points. I'm going to be taking on Mike all the way from
Austria.
Playing Black Legion.
Yeah.
So let's get to it, throw another shrimp on the Barbie, and get the game rolling.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Let's start off by looking at 1,500 points worth of Custodians. I'm going to be running the man himself, Trajann Valoris. And then for another character, I have a Shield Captain. And he will be an inspirational exemplar. My three battle line choices are three identical squads of Custodian Guard. They're going to have 2 sword and board and 2 spear in each. The other choices, because I mostly wanted to try out some of the Forge World stuff, I will be bringing a single squad of Aquilon Custodians, a Caladius, I never figured out how to say it right, Grav Tank, that's going to have the Twin Arachnus Heavy Blaze Cannon. And then I've got a Telemon Heavy Dreadnoughts. And that is 1,495 points. Across the board, what am I playing against today?
So I'm playing Black Legion today, so it's Chaos Space Marines. Leading my charge will be Abaddon the Despoiler. He's also my warlord. I have a second character, a Master of Possession, with enhancement Liber Hereticus. He will be Chaos Undivided. Then to my elite part, Abaddon will be joining 5 Chaos Terminators with Mark of Chaos. Otherwise they don't have any equipment, it's standard equipment. Next I have 5 Chosen, also with the Mark of Khorne, Power Fist and 2 combi weapons. I have 2 Forge Fiends as well, both are Mark of Tzeentch. I have a Mauler Fiend with Mark of Khorne, 2 Obliterators with Mark of Tzeentch, and a unit of Possessed who are also Chaos Undivided because they will be joined by the Master of Possession.
And that is, what is it? How many points are you at?
1,490.
Sweet. 5-point advantage for me.
Yeah.
The mission we have for today, we ended up randomizing, we used I used the Star Wars Legion way to determine missions. So we have a Dawn of War deployment. The primary mission is Take and Hold. So you're going to get 5 VPs for each objective marker you control, up to 15 per turn. And then 5th battle round, you're scoring at the end of the turn instead of the end of the command phase. And the mission special rule is Sweep and Clear. If a player controls an objective marker at the end of their command phase, that objective marker remains under the control even if there's no models within range, unless the opponent controls it. And here we go. Armies are deployed on the board. And here we go, armies are deployed on the board. We're playing on a GameMat.eu gaming mat today. Most of the terrain you're going to see is a bunch of Games Workshop stuff, but, we have to represent beer can terrain. You can't not have it. It's still my favorite thing out there. So yeah, as far as deployment, 1 squad of Custodian Guard here. I've got Custodian Guard with Trajann, Custodian Guard with Shield Captain, my Telemon, my Grav Tank, and that means my Terminators are deep striking across the board. What do we got? Who's hiding in the ruins there?
Abaddon and his Terminators. Chosen, a Forge Fiend. Another Forge Fiend is going to hold my objective. On the left-hand side we have the Mauler Fiend and the Possessed with the Master of Possession. In Deep Strike are 2 Obliterators.
Very cool. Rolling off, high dice roll must go first. Okay, well, fine then. I guess we're going to re-roll. I got a 2.
I got a 4.
Okay, so it's going to be Chaos turn 1. Start of the command phase here for Chaos. First secondary you're going to be trying to accomplish is Defend Stronghold. Cannot be achieved during the first battle round. If you draw it during the first battle round, draw a new one and shuffle this back. I'm going to put this over here for now. So instead it's going to be behind enemy lines. Good luck. And then the other will be area denial. Other things to do in the command phase. Abaddon has to pick his War Master trait.
So he's going for Mark of Chaos Ascendant. This gives Heretic Astartes infantry around 6 inches around him a 4+ invulnerable save.
There we go. Cool. Anything else he has to take care of?
Nope, we are good to go.
Well, I'm going to show you where everything currently is, and then we'll show you where it all ends up. And here we go. Movement is complete. So the Possessed ran up towards this objective. The Mauler Fiend took a little run up to there. The one Forge Fiend is beginning to crawl underneath. And then the other one's moving up on this flank. Abaddon and his little Chaos Space Marine friends moving up over onto this flank. So that's it for movement. Over to shooting. Where would you like to begin?
We're gonna start off with the Forge Fiend, who's
Yep.
gonna take a few shots into those Custodian Guard over there.
Makes sense to me. Okay, so let's go through everything. We're going to start off. You're going to do a Dark Pact on him.
A Dark Pact test.
What's the leadership on him?
He is leadership 6+,
6+.
so he's fine.
Okay, you get it. You don't take the mortal wounds. And then are you activating the devastating wounds?
Yes, I'm gonna activate Demonic Ordnance, so he has devastating wounds until the end of the phase, and I'll have to pass a hazardous test after he is shot.
Very good. And hitting on?
Hitting on 3s.
Oh, okay. You hit them all. I don't think you get any...
No 6s.
Sorry, yeah. Okay.
So just one lethal hit.
Oh, yeah, because it goes off on 5s.
Yeah.
Right, because he's Zinch.
He's Sinch.
What's the strength of these?
This is strength 8.
Okay, so you're going to wound me on 3s.
Ooh, there are 3 devastating
That's
wounds.
4, 'cause you get another
4.
one.
There's another 6. And 1 wound.
2 regular, and then 4 devastating. All right, let's stick it on Buddy Boy back there, the 2 regular saves, just looking for 2-ups. I'm fine. And then there's 8 mortal wounds in there I'm going to have to roll against. Not bad. 4-ups to ignore. And so I am going to take 2 mortal wounds and place them onto... oh, who's the unlucky one? You in the back there. Okay, you owe me 2 hazardous checks.
I'm good.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay, real quick, just to jump in. Kind of a last minute change, but also something I guess we talked about before but didn't do a good job necessarily explaining. This is a big weird piece of terrain. But we thought it looked cool, so we wanted to use it. So what we're doing is we're basically treating that the pipe here is going to be a separate piece that blocks line of sight, and the same thing on the other side. Because we can still utilize it. We thought it would be cool if people could go through it. It's just we wanted to have something on the board that would block line of sight shooting, you know, all the way across. So we're both happy with that. Makes sense to us. That's wargaming, folks. Okay, so continue on with shooting over here. Who's going to shoot?
I'm gonna start with the unit of Chosen.
Okay.
They're gonna shoot into your Custodian Guard squad.
All right.
And I'm gonna start off with the combi weapon. This is 1 shot each.
So these are combis, they aren't regular plasma?
Yeah, this is the new combi weapon with anti-infantry 4+ and doing the wasting wounds.
Cool.
So they hit on 3+.
All right, so you get 1 hit.
And 1 mortal wound.
Just a singular mortal wound. Looking for a 4-up to ignore. We ignore it. We care not. And then we've got your bolters.
Regular bolters.
Scratch that. There's just 3 regular bolters. Let's fix that. Hitting on 3s. Okay, so they all hit. And then should be wounding on 5s.
Yep. 1 wound.
1 wound, 1 2-up armor save coming up. This will be the one I fail. Oh, nope. Guess not. 1 beard. Okay, next bit of shooting will be the Terminators. And what's going to happen? They're going to go for a Dark Pact.
They're gonna go for a Dark Pact. So 8 is definitely enough.
Yep.
Abaddon has an LD of 5.
Very good. And then what happens next? Because he gets a command point?
Only 2 up. Nope.
Nope.
I
Okay.
don't get a command point. But my Terminators reroll the hit roll.
Very cool. So this is all the Terminator shots done into there?
Yeah, all the Terminators shoot into your Custodian
Yep.
card.
Hitting on...
Hitting
Well, you don't need
on-
many rerolls. So we have 3 automatic wounds from the lethal hits, and then rerolls. Still miss. They gotta go back to Terminator school. And then these should be wounding me on 5s.
So no extra hits, just 3 regular saves.
And they got nothing special with Abaddon there. There's no AP to it or anything like that.
No AP.
I take 1 more wound. Buddy has 1 left. All right. Good. I've weathered the storm thus far. Do you have any more shooting we need to resolve?
Nope, that's everything.
All right, so that is everything. Let's double check your objectives. All right, looking at the objectives, behind enemy lines did not pass. Area denial is, yeah, easy enough.
Yeah, 5 VP.
And then, yeah. Are you going to keep behind enemy lines or are you going to discard it for command point?
I'm gonna discard it for a command point.
Makes sense to me. So 5 VPs for you. And without further ado, let's get over to turn number 1 for the Custodes. Alrighty, beginning of the turn for the Custodes. My 2 objectives for this turn shall be behind enemy lines. Ha! Okay, not gonna get that. And then I will also have overwhelming force. I gotta destroy things in range of objective markers. Good luck. Nothing I really have to worry about in the command phase, so we're just going to get over to moving. So basically, I have one little cluster of Custodians here, and 1 giant clump of them over here right now. Let's see where they all end up. All right, a little bit of shuffling around is completed. Basically, ran both squads of the Custodians up. Just wanting to, actually, I'm probably going to amend where these guys ended. Trying to take board position and get this objective wrestled away from you. You said your objective control
3.
3 on him? Yeah. So I'm going to make sure you don't retain that, but I'm going to stay on this side of the wall. I'm probably just going to move a couple of these guys over to get shots that way. There we go. I got OC 4 over on it now. So at least we'll stop that, and then, yeah, everything else is kind of shifted this way because this is the flank of the battlefield I want to take care of. Yeah, let's start my luck off. We're going to open up with the Grav tank into your Mauler Fiend. I'm going to shoot everything over there and just hope for the best. Let's start with these smaller guns. 3 shots with my twin Lastrum bolt cannon. Hitting on 2s. And it is sustained hits 1, so huzzah, look at me go. They are going to be strength 6, so I believe I'm wounding him on 5s.
Yep, toughness 10.
2 wounding hits. It's only AP -1, 1 damage, though.
So here's a 4-up save.
Passed them
Pass
both. A-okay. All right, and then let's go for the big twin Arachnus Blaze Cannon. Hitting on 2s. I've got 1 miss. I do have, I believe, lethal hits against vehicles, but that's not going to come up. And then I'm going to be wounding on 3s with twin linked. Okay, so there's 2 wounding hits. These are AP -3.
So I'm gonna rely on my 5-up invulnerable save.
Passed 1, failed 1. It's D6 plus 2 damage. So it'll be 6 damage onto him. Bringing him down to how many?
Down to 6.
Okay. Okay, knowing how many wounds he's got, it makes me more tempted to put more shots into him. But, oh, Mr. Telemon, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I think what we're going to do is take the bolt launcher and twin plasma projector. They're going to go over into your possessed. But I am going to take his main gun. It's not the best to shoot at you, but the storm cannon is going to put shots into the Mauler Fiend.
Okay.
And so are you going to pay...
I'm gonna pay 2 CP for the Chaos Space Marine version of Armor of Contempt Infernal Rites.
Gotcha. And that just lets them ignore the 1 level of AP?
Yep, reduces AP by 1.
Cool. Well, we're going to start with the bolt launcher. This is D6 plus 3 shots. Okay. So that's going to be... oh, then I have blast as well. 6 shots, hitting on 2s. That's a good start. And then these are strength 5, so I assume they're toughness 5?
They're toughness 6 now.
All right, 5s to wound. That's good. We have 4 wounding hits on them so far. All right, so 3 up save. And you're just going to pass them all. Very good. And then I've got the Twin Plasma Projector. This is D3 shots. So that's going to be 2 shots. They automatically hit strength 7, and they're twin linked. So I'm looking for 3s. So they both wound, and they're AP minus 2.
So 4 ups.
Pass 1, fail 1, and then a 6 up, feel no pain?
Just 1 damage?
Yeah, just the 1.
Nope. No. Just
Uno
1.
damage onto you to begin. And then let's go big gun over to the large lad. Okay, the storm cannon's 12 shots. So I'm going to hit you on 2s. Okay, it's a good start. So I'm only going to have 1 miss. And then these are strength 6, AP minus 1 damage, but devastating wounds. So show me wounding on 5s. No, because your toughness, you said toughness 10, right?
Toughness 10,
okay,
yeah.
so wounding on 5s. So he is going to take 1 mortal wound, and then 3 saves at minus 1.
4 up save.
He's going to fail 1 of them, so he takes 2 more damage onto him.
So he's down to 4.
So yeah, this is the tough part. Do I bother putting shots over into him? Because I could finish him off with some lucky hits here, or I could try to weaken these guys up a bit. Yeah, the wound rolls aren't going to be fantastic anyway, so I think what we're going to do is the one, because the pistols are only 12 inch range, the one pistol that can shoot is going to go over into the squad, and everything else will fire into your Mauler Fiend. All right, here we go. 6 shots, hitting on 2s into Mr. Mauler Fiend. Okay, that's not awful. I need those 6s for the wound rolls, though, please. Huh. Nope, not one of them. And then the pistol, which also has assault, that's going over into them. Oh, I gotta double check if I rolled 1s. All right, yeah, I had 1 in there to reroll. Nope, nope. And now the pistol's shooting over. Again, hitting on 2s. That's pretty good. And this should be wounding them on 5s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, so I've got 1 wounding hit over into them. Just the regular save.
Regular 3 up save. And I'll pass.
They're fine. And I think that's... we're going to go over here to these guys putting shots in. I could do their once per game shoot a second time, but I'm not going to. So, yep, just the lads over here putting shots over. So that should be 4 shots total with these spears. Hitting on 2s. And then these should be wounding on 5s. And I gotta double check some. Okay, yeah, so they would have controlled that at the end of the movement phase. So I'm gonna re-roll this to another wound. So that's 3 wounding hits over here.
So 3 up save.
And you passed them all. Okay, well, I think that's that for shooting. Could have been better, could have been way worse, though. We're going to go over to declaring charges. The Telemon would declare a charge because he did not advance. I got to roll, like, probably at least a 10 up to make it in here. So let's see if you can do it. Oh, that's a 7. That's pretty good, but that's not it. Yeah, as much as I would love to keep them tied up there, I'm not going to reroll that. I'm not going to waste the command points. So I think that's going to be that. It did some okay damage. Now it's just over to scoring and my secondaries. So I am going to go ahead and... Oh, overruling force is kind of nice, because you're going to want to sit on those objectives. And behind enemy lines is kind of... I don't know what to do. I think I will discard... Yeah, I don't want to, but I'm going to discard behind enemy lines. Hold on to overwhelming force, because hopefully I'm going to get that next turn. Yeah, I think I'll be able to do this. So I'm going to hold on to that. I will get the 1 VP for discarding. And that will be turn. We'll give you guys a quick little sweep of the battlefield as we prepare for turn 2, Chaos. All right, command phase. We're going to get no prisoners. You're trying to kill units. Makes sense. And then a tempting target. I select one objective marker in no man's land. And you need to control that. So I guess that's going to be the one right in the middle.
Okay.
Also to make note, unless you do something really silly. Did you get... Yeah, you got in range of this objective marker, right?
Yeah, add once to get in range of it, yeah.
Okay, so you are going to control these 2 objective markers and
Yep.
score 10 points. So Abaddon's going to be giving out a reroll hit rolls within 6 inches. Is that to everything or just...
Yeah, it's Paragon of Hatred. It's his reroll aura.
Nice. Nothing else really to make note of in the command phase, so we're going to show you where everybody's currently hanging out. And then where they end up. Alrighty, so movement is complete. I guess we'll start at the end. We have a pair of Blitz that have dropped in here on my right flank. Possessed, as well as the Mauler Fiend, have moved up to be nice and threatening. The 2 Forge Fiends trundling over this way. Abaddon and company did a little run. And then we've got your Possessed, sorry, not Possessed, Chosen that have dropped over here.
Yep.
So the question is, do I want to go ahead and... Because they didn't advance to get onto that, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I'm going to spend the 1 CP and drop over here. Yeah, I don't know if I love this play, but I'm going to try it anyways and see how it goes. The longer I can keep Abaddon over on this side of the board, probably the happier I am. Because I don't want to have to deal with him in the middle, because I have other stuff to deal with in the middle. So, that's that. Let's go over to your shooting. Where would you like to begin?
I'll start again with my Forge Fiend.
That Forge Fiend there, who's he targeting?
So,
You're
I'll have to
kind
think
of
about
limited in what
that.
you can see. Yep, he's going for it. Going to go for the Dark Pact.
Dark Pact. And that's a pass.
So you're good there, and he's shooting over into my Terminators.
And he's shooting over into your Terminators. That's again 12 shots. So lethal hits on 5+.
Lethal hits on 5s. Okay.
And I'm doing the wasting wounds thing again.
Yep. Okay, so a couple good lethal hits. And then...
yeah, really poor roll.
Yep. Yeah, could have rolled better. The follow-up? I'm toughness 7, so what was your strength?
My strength is 8.
Okay, so 3
that's
wounds. 4 saves?
4 saves at -1, 2 damage.
Okay, cool. Let's see what I can't get here. 3 ups and a pass them all. No,
Good.
thank you.
Hazardous test. I'm good.
Okay, cool. We're gonna move from here. Do the same thing with this one. Shooting into this squad here. Okay, let's see what you got.
So Dark Pact. That
Ooh.
fails.
So he ends up. The Dark Pact doesn't work, or he just takes the mortal wounds.
Takes the 3 mortal wounds.
Takes
So
2.
2. Good.
Good start. And you're still doing the devastating.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, he's definitely got a couple misses in there. And then these are going to wound me on 3s.
3s. 3 saves.
Okay. What's the AP?
-1, 2 damage.
Okay, but I should be close enough to be getting cover from that pipe. So yeah, let's go for it. We'll start putting him on Buddy Boy up here. So just 2 up saves. Yeah, he's fine. He cares not.
Good.
And then the test for the hazardous.
Good.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, cool. What's your next bit of shooting?
It's gonna be the Obliterators. And they're gonna shoot their focused malice into the Dreadnought.
Okay. These are going to be D3 shots apiece.
I'll just do the Dark Pact first.
Okay, yep.
They pass.
Very good.
And 2d3 shots. It's gonna be 5
5
shots.
shots, nice.
As well.
So 5+ for lethal hits.
So hitting on 3s. Getting 2 lethal hits.
And 2 regular hits.
Yep.
And 1 less piece of terrain. What? The 2's not going to wound?
2 is not gonna wound.
What's
I'll check
the strength of this?
Strength 12.
Okay, so the 4 will wound. So I got 3 saves to make.
It's AP -3.
Okay. Come on, big fella. Oh, that was going to be a pass. But it was a drop die, and I don't keep drop dice. So I'm going to pass 2, fail 1. For how much damage?
4.
4 damage, which will be -1 because I'm a Telemon. So he's going to take 3. brings him down to 9 wounds. All right. Next bit of shooting. Chosen.
The Chosen.
Chosen will be choosing. We're going to do 4 shots with the combis, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Abaddon.
Nice. And then these are going to wound me on 4s, right?
Forgot the Dark Pact. Just
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. They pass.
Yep.
So those 3 are auto wounds.
Okay. And then the other one wound you went at 4? Okay.
And that's a mortal wound.
So single mortal wound on a 4-up. They don't care. And then I got 3 saves to make that are
AP 0.
AP 0. Yeah, they could not care less about your shooting so far. And then let's see what you got with the
Combat
bolt guns.
bolter.
Okay.
Rerolling. Nope.
Nice. Okay. And then wounds.
And just
Nope.
2.
Yeah, just the 2 that were the lethal. Oh, okay, I failed one. One's down to 3 wounds. All right, and that should be it because Abaddon and Company did charge. Did advance, so now we're over to charges. I can kind of remember how to narrate, guys, don't worry. Okay, who's going first?
So my possessed are gonna charge into this Custodian Guard.
Okay, I will be overwatching off of that, but you're going to make that
4
charge.
with +1, it's a 5-inch charge.
So I'll spend 1 for an overwatch. All right, let's see what I can't do for some overwatch here. Get him! I missed. Dang it, I thought I'd have at least 2. Okay, cool. Come on in. All right, so they've charged to there. What's the next charge?
The Molothin is gonna charge your tank.
Okay, I'd like to see him try. It's a 9-inch charge, but it's just a built-in reroll he's got on
It's
it,
a
right?
built-in reroll.
Okay, cool. Initial roll will be a 2. And then
Nope,
a 7.
not
So
enough.
he will fail that charge and just feel bad about himself. Cool.
Good. I'm still gonna try to obliterate this.
The Obliterator's going to go for the charge.
Into the
I'm
Taliban.
realizing I could have countercharged here. I don't know if that would have been good, but it would have been interesting. Oblitz. That's
Nope.
an 8, so not quite. And they don't have a built-in reroll, and you
No,
don't
they
want to
don't
reroll.
have a built-in reroll. So it's just my possessed then.
Just a good old fight over here. Well, let me go look at my strats. So, start of the fight phase, there's a couple different things we have to do. Before targets are even technically declared. So, I've got to figure out what my kata is. So, I'm going to go for Captaris stance. So, every time you target me in melee, you're -1 to hit. And then I'm also, because the shield captain's there, he gets to pick another one. And actually, I could do once per game where I just get all of them. I think I'm just going to do that. All my stances are up. So I'm -1 to hit, I'm sustained hits 1, and I'm lethal hits. Huzzah. And then are you using any strats?
I'm gonna use Profane Seal since they are Chaos Undivided to get full hit and wound rerolls.
Nice. I'm going to go ahead and do the Arcane Genetic. As far as I can tell, my shield captain can do 1 free per turn. So let's go ahead and do that. And your damage characteristic is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1.
Good.
Rewind. Yeah, it's psychic shooting. Go back and do it because we're never going to remember this otherwise.
Yeah. I'll just do...
This won't make a huge difference probably. So rights of possession. So 2 shots.
Hitting on 3s.
Well, they hit.
They hit and they are strength 6.
Wounding on 4s.
So 1 wound, -3 damage.
-3 damage. Well, I'll put that on Buddy Boy up front there again. 4 up. Yeah, he doesn't care. Custodes! All right, let's see how scary these swings are. So with all of your buffs, you have lethal hits.
And sustained hits.
So lethal hits and sustained hits.
And I have the wasting wounds if I pass a dark pact.
So we're going to go for a Dark Pact?
Yep.
What's the leadership here?
The leadership is 6+, and I can reroll because I have an icon. Good.
Do you want to reroll it?
I think I'm good.
Okay. I mean, we're here for the dice rolls, but... Okay. So that's also... What else do they get? They get...
They get the wasting wounds now.
Which is devastating wounds, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, devastating wounds, yeah.
Sorry, the Australian accent's throwing me off.
Yeah, it's because of the kangaroos.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, starting off. What are you hitting me on?
On 3+.
Now it's going to be
Minus
4+.
4+. So it's 20 attacks, rerolling hit and wound rolls.
So I will let you decide what you want to reroll. Okay, so the reroll. Oh, that's good. You got some 6s in there. So we got 5 auto wounds and 5 extra hits. Okay, and then you get to reroll those, right?
Yeah, that's what extra hits. Yeah.
Not bad. And then these are strength what?
Those auto wound and they are strength 5.
Okay, so you're wounding me on 5s now. But you get full rerolls on this as well?
5s with full rerolls, yeah.
And the 6s are devastating wounds.
They're devastating.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and I'm remembering some of it. Pretty proud of myself. Well, let's figure this out. Okay, so 10 saves, AP 1.
Yep.
And these are going to be 1 damage, normally 2 damage.
Yep.
So, 3 ups. And I'm going to go ahead and fail 4 of those. So I'll let that kill off a shield guy. Boop. And then mortal wounds I'm saving on 4 ups against. From the devastating.
Yep.
Got it. I take 1 more damage. Well, I've held firm so far. You have killed a custodian. But I get to swing back now. So let's see what... Oh, yeah, your Psyker gets to swing. Sorry, I forget about that. Yeah, he's able to swing from back there because of the rules for how the pipes work. And you were in range and all that at the beginning, so you're good. Swing away.
So it's 4 attacks hitting on
Minus
force
1.
then.
Yep. But he gets the full rerolls, right?
Yes.
Does he get the lethal hits and all
rerolls.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
That was 1-5.
So you've got 2 hits so far. Those were both hits over there.
Yeah, 1 was a 5, so at auto wounds. And 3 wounds. Strength 6.
Sorry, yeah, we figured it out. We confused ourselves. So you have 3 hits total, and then strength 6, so you're going to wound me on 4s? With full rerolls? Nice. Okay, so the 6 is devastating wound, so this should be D3 minus 1.
So 2.
So down to 1.
Yep.
So there's 1 4-up I'm going to have to make. And then this I got to save. So let's try to do the save first. The AP of his staff is minus 1, so a 3-up. Okay, well, I failed it. So let me figure out the damage of this. D3 minus 1. So this is going to be 2 damage there.
3 in total.
So that kills him off. And then I owe you a 4-up to ignore the mortal. And I pass it. Okay, so you've killed 2 custodians off. Not bad. Now I get to swing back. I kind of regret killing the guy with the spear because he swings better, but that's okay. We're going to start off with Mr. Axeman. Going to spend your last 2 CP on the Armor of Contempt.
Yeah, Infernal Rights.
Cool.
So I'm down to 0 AP.
Let's see what the axe can do. Hitting on 3s. Okay, that was not great roll because I have sustained hits and lethal hits and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, cool. Cool. These are strength 9, so I should be wounding you on 3s?
Yep, toughness 6.
They all wound. This is normally AP 1, so it's AP nothing.
3 wounds.
Yep.
So 3 ups.
You're going to pass them all. We're not going to hurt each other here. Let me see what the spear does. 5 attacks with the spear on 2s. Okay, so that's 1 lethal hit, plus I get a sustained hit. Boop. And then these are going to wound you on 3s. Okay, I've seen better, I've seen worse. There's 4 saves you're going to have to make. Normally AP 2, so you're on 4-ups.
4 ups.
Failing 2 of them, so that's 4 damage in the pool.
So 6 up, feel no pain.
Indeed.
So...
Okay, one guy's got a wound left on him. Or no, that kills him. Sorry, I
That
forgot he
kills
was already
him, yeah.
wounded. And the sword. Little underwhelming nowadays. Ooh, not bad. I keep forgetting I get to reroll wound rolls of 1. I will go back and check all these clips after I resolve this. Nope, I should do that now. Dang it. All right, never mind. We're good. I wasn't rolling 1s. It's a proper wargame. When you forget your rules, make sure the rules don't make a difference. These are strength 6, so these should be wounding you on 3s.
I am toughness 6.
Okay, so wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, there's 4 total there with the lethal hits from earlier. So these are AP -2 down to AP -1, so 4 ups. Only failed 1 singular damage in the pool. These are 1 damage attacks.
6 up, feel the pain.
Oh, he feels the pain. So I guess we kind of stand there and just shrug at each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be a pillow fight.
Yep. Cool. I think that's it. Let's figure out your secondaries, I guess. A tempting target you wandered off from. You didn't take the middle. And then no prisoners. You didn't kill anything.
No, I don't think I'm gonna kill a custodian guard squad that fast, so I'm gonna ditch both.
Get a ditch both and get 1 command point?
Yep.
I like it. I like it. So that's it. Let's get over to Custodes turn 2, I guess. Okay, beginning of the Custodes turn. I kept overwhelming force. Maybe I shouldn't have. But I'm also going to pick up assassination. Huh. I guess I got to kill characters. That guy specifically. Not much I really have to worry about here in the command phase other than that. So let's go ahead and just show you where all of my lovelies end up. We're going to run these guys. They're going to move an extra 2. That's probably not enough. Yeah, they're just going to go back here. They're not going to do much this game. They were just there to kind of force Abaddon to deploy over here so they could run away from them. But these Aquilon Terminators did move up to be aggressive. Way over on this side, Trajann Company shuffled over ever so slightly. These guys fell back out of combat to get over to that objective. Telemon moved over, and my little grav tank has just hovered menacingly. It is now time to shoot. I do believe we will begin the shooting with the grav tank putting all of his shots into that there blue-looking...
Forge Fiend.
Yeah, I don't know the names. Let's start with the little gun, which is definitely the most... No. I'll put the small gun into... Actually, I don't know what I want to put the small gun into. Do I care about shooting at these guys? I mean, it's kind of funny. No, I'll put them all over to there. I just want him... I want him dead. How many wounds does he have left?
He's at full wounds and he has 12.
Okay. Scratch that. He's at 10 from the Dark Pact earlier, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so, little gun. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, I hit you twice. That's pretty underwhelming. 5's to wound. He didn't wound you. So let's fire the main cannon, see if I can do something with that. Hitting on 2s. Nice. And that is lethal hits, so that automatically wounds. Then these wound on 3 twin-linked. Twin-linked. Nice. So that's going to be 4 saves to make total on him. AP minus enough, you're on your invuln save.
Okay, so cover does not matter.
Let me check the AP, maybe. Yeah, it's 5 up either way. Oh, you've only failed 1 again? What are you doing? These are D6 plus something. So he takes another 5 damage, brings him down to 5. That's not what I wanted to see. Uh-oh. Okay. Suddenly makes me want to change my mind on these guys maybe a little bit. Or maybe change my mind here. Telemon's going to go, the little guns are going to go into the Possessed Squad. The big gun's going to go into your Mauler Fiend. Do the 12 shots with the Storm Cannon first into the Mauler Fiend. Hitting on 2s. That's a very good start once again. And then these are Strength 6, so wounding on 5s, but they are devastating wounds. Let's see if we can't get them. So there's 1 mortal wound and 4 saves to make. He's down to what, 3?
Yep.
And then he's got 4 saves to make here. You're looking for 4 ups? That puts him on what? 1 wound?
1 wound remaining, yep.
Okay. What? The bolt launcher going over. D6, essentially D6 plus 4 here because of the blast. Nice. 9 attacks into your possessed. Hitting on 2s. Ooh. 5s to wound. Okay. You're going to need 4 saves. There's no AP, so you're just going to get your 3 up.
3 up safe. And pass them all.
Okay, yeah, there's not a whole... Yeah, we're both making our saves like crazy here. Then the D3 auto hits with the flame weapon. For 2. Strength 7, so I'm wounding on 3s. And it's twin linked. 1 wounding hit. Yep, just -2. 5 up.
It's a fail.
Okay, feeling pain?
No.
Oh, okay. There we go, I've done a wound. Yeah, let's go ahead with Trajann squad then, and they are going to go ahead and put shots into the possessed here. Okay, the first 4 shots, first 4 guys shooting in now. Hitting on 2s. Cool. And then these should be wounding on 5s with full rerolls. With full rerolls. Cool. The 4 at -1. So 4 ups.
4 ups.
You failed 1.
1.
Okay. 2 damage.
2 damage. 6 up. No.
No, I've managed to kill another one. Look at me go. And then Trajann's shots. Okay, 2 shots with the Watcher's Axe. They both hit. And these are better strength, but not better enough. So winning on 5s with the full reroll. Nope. Nope. Okay, cool. So that's done, that's done, that's done. I mean, I might have a little bit of range from over here. It's probably not going to do anything, but from way downtown, I've got 1 Guardian Spear in range of the Possessed, 1 in range of the Mauler Fiend, so let's try to hit the Mauler Fiend first. 2 shots. They hit. Now they need 6s, rerolling 1s. Nope, wasn't meant to be. And then into the Possessed. 2 hits. 5s. 1 wounding hit into them. Another -1.
4 up. Good.
Yeah, they're fine. All right. Well, Terminators. Oh, or I could shoot. No, I'm not going to shoot again. Terminators, go. Let's fire some Lastrum Storm Bolters at you. These are AP -1, strength 5, 1 damage. All right. Show me hitting on 2s. Surprising amount of 1s. And then these are going to wound on 3s, rerolling 1s. All right, very underwhelming. Many 2s. So that's going to be 4 saves at -1.
4 ups.
Yeah, you wouldn't fail 1. Why would you fail 1?
Yeah, it would be boring otherwise.
It's true. Okay. Fine then. Okay, so that's going to be it for my shooting. Kind of underwhelming. Let's start the charge. The Aquilons are going to declare a charge into the lads here. Charge distance is a 7. AKA they are in. That makes me feel happy. So let's go over here. Sorry, that was a quick transition. The Telemon charging into the lads here. Are you going to want to Overwatch? I guess you can see if I declare or if I complete. Yeah, he makes a 12-inch charge.
You should measure that.
You want me to? Yeah, I could check. Boop. Are you Overwatching?
Nope.
And then, last but not least, I'm trying to draw out your command point. The lads here are going to charge into both the Mauler Fiend and the Possessed. They're in. Yeah, that's what that wonky charge looks like, so I can take that objective still. Well, that's all my charges. Fight phase, I'm going to be choosing to have... Rendax stance will be up. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Rendax stance. Without further ado, let's get to swinging over here. I'm going to have 1 Sword and Board man swing into the Mauler Fiend. Everybody else will be swinging into the Possessed. Is that really how I want to divvy this up? Yeah, I want them dead more than I want him dead, even though he's terrifying. really wish he died. I will pop one, even though there's only one guy attacking him. I'm going to pop for Slayer of Nightmares just to get the +1 to wound at him. Yeah, so that'll be the declaration. Sword and Board man here, everybody else into the Possessed. Do you have any strats you would like to use?
No.
Okay. 5 attacks with the Sentinel Blade into the big guy. Hitting on 2s. Okay, so we have a single lethal hit on him already. And then we hit with the rest of these. These are 4s to wound with full rerolls. Oh, okay, well. Make 5 saves. These are AP -2 on him.
So 5 ups on the Mauler Fiend. No.
Oh, there we go. If you're going to fail, you might as well fail spectacularly like that on something that doesn't matter. Does he blow up?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm a Slayer of Nightmares. Let's swing Trajann next then. Trajann has 6 attacks with his axe. Hitting on 2s. Okay, so he misses 1. There's 1 auto wound in here. What's the toughness of these guys again?
6.
Okay, so I'm wounding on 3s with full rerolls. With full rerolls. Okay, so you're going to have 4 saves to make. Let me check the AP here. These are AP 2.
So 5 ups. Nope.
There we go. Failing all of them again. 3 damage apiece, so we got to roll your Feel No Pains 3 at a time. So the first guy.
So they have
So the first 3 dice.
6 up. Nope.
No. So that's 1 guy dead. The next guy
2
dead. And the last is
3
dead. Okay. So they're all dead. And then the spears get to swing. So we get a grand total of 10 swings with the spears. Hitting on 2s. We already got a lethal hit in there. 2 lethal hits. And then these are going to wound on 3s with full rerolls. Okay, probably a good thing. Yeah, failing a couple of those. That should be 7 -2 saves to make.
ups.
7 5-ups. No.
Nope.
Should be him dead. They're 2 damage a pop.
Yep.
Look at me go. I'm pretty happy about that. Now that that's complete, you are opting to go for an interrupt over here.
Yes.
So the Chosen will be chosen to pile in and get their swings. Gonna go for a Dark Pact. Now, their Mark of Slanesh?
They are Mark of Corn.
Their Mark of Corn. Okay.
So 6 plus. Yeah. They're Dark Pacted. This means they get lethal hits 5+ in melee.
Gotcha. Okay, starting off with what? Power Fist attacks?
The Dark Pact.
No, you already did the Dark Pact. Yeah,
did
you
the
succeeded
Dark
the Dark Pact.
Yeah.
Now we gotta go over to...
The Power Fist.
Okay. So lethal hits on 5s. Oh, you didn't get any of those.
So let me check if they are still in range of Abaddon. It's 6 inches. Yes, it should be good.
Okay. Then that's full rerolls.
Yes, it's full rerolls.
Gotcha. That's a 1 lethal hit, 1 regular hit.
So, and your toughness,
7.
then 3s.
So 2 saves to make.
-2 damage.
4 ups either way. So that's 2 damage. He's down to 1. Now let's see what else you got.
16 attacks with accursed weapons, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Rerolling everything.
Yep, many a reroll. Nice. Okay, and then wounding Neon. What's the strength?
5s.
Okay, so 5s again.
So that's a total of 8 wounds.
8 wounds. 8 saves. Gonna be 4 ups. This is pretty good. That was pretty good. So 1 guy dies, and the other one one of the other ones has 2 wounds left. So we'll go like that. You cut 1 down, and then it's my turn. You've used all your interrupts, so I'm just gonna swing because I'm standing over here. Get him! This is gonna be 10 attacks on 2s. So there's 1 lethal hit in there. And then these guys are, what's the And I need to see if I have any reroll mechanics, because they would sure come in handy now. Nope, I guess I'm just going to have to eat those 4 1s. That's 5 saves to take, minus 2. 2 damage.
So 5 ups. So 2 of them are dead.
Yep, 2 guys dead. Inefficient on the numbers there for me, but that's A-okay. What's the objective control on your guys?
1. So I'm
OC2 on these guys.
Oh, then you got this objective.
Huzzah. And now, let's transition over way to the other side of the board. I'm going to have 5 attacks with the big Telemon fist here, hitting on 2s. They all hit. What's the toughness?
7.
Okay, just enough that I'm only wounding you on 3s. Oh, so there's 1 failed wound in there. These are AP minus 2.
So 4 up saves.
Okay.
Oh.
And they are 3 damage a pop.
So that kills 1 off and brings 1 down to 2 wounds.
Gotcha. And then you, of course, get to swing back at me.
4 attacks on 3s.
Okay, so we got 2 hits. Strength.
Strength 9 on 5s.
3s.
1 wound, minus 2 damage.
4 up. I pass it. And the Telemon is fine. Well, I think that's all the combat's resolved. That wasn't bad for me. I didn't kill anything on an objective, so I'm still not getting overwhelming force. I probably should have discarded that. Come back, Matthew, come back! The people want to see you.
Well,
Just
the door
say
was
hi.
open. I didn't know if you were facing. Hi. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Not so good.
Is he killing you already? Oh, he's playing Custodes.
Yeah, Custodes, yes.
Jerk,
He's
Like
got
cheating.
Abaddon.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
Abaddon never wins.
Abaddon?
Abaddon never wins.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi,
How you
Mike.
doing?
Mike from Austria.
From Austria.
No, Australia.
Oh,
Can
no,
you tell
did
by the
say
accent?
Australia?
Okay, so looking at points here, I'm going to get Assassination, no problem, for I think it's worth 5. So yeah, that's cool. I killed a character. Overwhelming Force, I think I'm going to throw away because you're not really standing on objectives. Well, yeah, but no, Abaddon's going to... I'm curious what Abaddon's going to do because he needs to be in the middle of the board to influence the game. But my Terminators are also crunching through your possessed. Not possessed, chosen. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to Overwhelming Force once again. Because, I don't know, you're bound to get stuff on objectives eventually. And then I can kill it. Or do I? No, I'm going to pitch it. So I'm going to score 5 points for Assassination. I'm going to pitch Overwhelming Force. Okay, yeah, so looking at the score, it's currently 15-15 at the end of turn 2. So it's a tie game right now. But let's get ready for turn 3 for Chaos. Okay, so Chaos turn number 3. You're going to score another 5 primary points.
Yep.
That's cool. And then you're going to take a Battle Shock test here.
Yep. Just a pest.
Yeah, he's fine. Now let's generate some objectives for you. Storm hostile objective. Cool. And investigate signals. Cool. You can give up shooting with something, which is surely what you're going to want to do.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay. Abaddon, sorry, we forgot to mention, is giving out the rerolls. And so the Chosen have fallen back. Abaddon's moved up. What's next?
So the Maulafin is gonna move up a little bit.
He's heading over.
So we can shoot in both directions
Gotcha.
if I so choose. And this one is...
He's going to go steal that objective.
Yes.
Nice. Way over here, this Obliterator is going to fall back. It's probably a good call. Back to the other side of the board. Abaddon's going to go for a Dark Pact.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's pass. And do I get a command point? Yes, I do.
Nice. 20 shots with the combis. Lethal hits on 6s. You get a couple. And then the
Those
reroll.
are the rerolls.
Cool. You got one more lethal hit. These are going to be 5s to wound. Dang, that's more than I thought you'd get. Okay, not bad.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wounds in total.
12 wounds in total. 2 ups. That's going to kill 1 off. Talon of Horse now.
On 2s.
And it's got sustained hits, so it's going to get...
Sustained hits, 2 hits, and 2 other wounds.
Okay, and then what's the... Yep, reroll.
He rerolls.
Good. What's the strength of these?
So it's strength 5.
Okay, so still wounding on 5s. Oh!
4 wounds in total at AP -1, 2 damage.
Okay, so I'm still going to be on a 3-up then?
Yep.
He passes.
Good. Dark.
The Chosen going to Dark Pact?
Gonna Dark Pact. They pass.
With flying colors.
And they're combi weapons.
Yep.
Since they can fall back, shoot, and charge. So Abaddon gives out reroll the hits.
Yep.
And sustained hits.
Okay, sustained hits or lethal hits?
Lethal hits.
Lethal hits, cool. And then you're wounding me on 5s, presumably?
It's anti-infantry.
Oh,
4+.
4s, that's right.
4s with the wasting wounds. So that's 2 the wasting wounds and 1 save.
Okay, so the singular save, he fails. And then the 2 mortals he's trying to save against, he passes, so he takes 1 damage. Good old trusty bolt gun. It hits.
And 1 wound.
Okay. He fails it. They're allergic to making 2-up saves now. Okay, so that's the shooting over here. We've got one last little bit of shooting, which is the Mauler Fiend. Because I don't know if the other one can see much. Maybe he can. All right, so you're going to be targeting the Mauler Fiend over into this reduced squad of Custodians. I'm going to Arcane Genetic this for free. And then you're going to Dark Pact?
Yep. Passes.
Yeah, he's fine. All right.
And
So this
12
is lethal
shots.
hits?
Lethal hits.
And is he turning on Devastating Wounds? I assume he always is.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
always devastating wounds.
Oh, it is anyways. Okay.
No, I would always choose, so I have
Gotcha.
to pick it. So, those are auto wounds.
Cool.
And on 3s.
So a couple mortals. Or sorry,
Those are
singular
mortals,
mortal.
and those are saves.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get covered of this because I don't think I'm wholly within 3 of it. So just show me 3-up saves. I've taken 1 damage thus far. And then I got to save the mortal wound on a 4-up. I do. 1 guy takes damage. That just brings us over to charge time now. Who's going to charge first?
Abaddon and his Terminators.
Abaddon and Company? Okay.
The Hounds of Abaddon are in.
They make it. Measure it if you want to, I guess. Well, this might be a problem. Don't need to charge the Chosen, because you're good with where they're at. Yeah, let's see what you got. Do you want to just swing with Abaddon first?
Yeah.
See if
let's
the
swing
big
with
man
Abaddon
can do it?
first. So he's gonna Dark Pact first of all. That's a pass.
Yep.
So that means in melee, my lethal hits are triggered on 5+.
Gotcha.
And let me check which profile I'm gonna.
Okay, you're going to do the 14 attack profile?
14 attacks, the wasting wounds, hitting on 2s.
Okay.
So he rerolls his own hit rolls.
I'm glad that they cut down the amount of rerolls in 10th edition.
Yeah.
Been saying that for a while now.
But it hurts Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines a lot more than everyone else. So we have 2 other wounds.
Okay.
And I am strength 7.
Gonna wound me on 4s.
4s with the wasting wounds.
Ooh. How many damage are each of these attacks?
Just 1.
Just 1? Okay, so let me just do those 2 4-ups real quick. He's got 1 wound left, technically. And how many saves do I gotta make?
5 at -3.
So you mean 5 4-ups. He barely dies. To be fair, Abaddon only caused us 2 wounds to that man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And you're on the objective, so you're hanging tight. I think that's it.
That's it, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, they weren't supposed to shoot because I wanted to do the action. Yep.
Yeah, no, never
Nope,
mind. It was
never
you
mind,
had to
yeah.
be in the corner, not
Yeah.
the quarter. Okay, what were your secondaries?
So, storm hostile objective, which I did
No
in
problem.
the middle,
Yep.
or here,
Either or.
and investigate signals,
Which is going to
I'm
get tossed.
gonna get tossed. Yeah.
Very good. That leaves your score at 25 as we get ready for Custodes, turn the third. Alrighty, in my command phase, let's see what I'm supposed to do this turn. Capture enemy outpost. That's going to take a while to get to. And no prisoners, going to kill units. Cool. Well, let's see what I can't do here. I'm immediately going to spend 1 and bring a model back to this unit because I find that funny. Let's just toss him right there. And then, sorry, I'm scoring the max 15. Oh, no, because you
10.
took that one. So I'm only scoring 10 on objectives this turn. All right. Yeah, I think that's all I got to do in my command phase. So let's just get to the moving. He's annoying with 2 wounds. Okay, moves are complete. Advanced over to here to just take this objective, even though I already have it. This squad's going to start clambering underneath to go get your Forge Fiend on the other side. So these guys aren't actually on top. It's just so, you can see where they are. Advanced this squad up the board here. Telemon and Hover Tank are, I don't know, becoming best friends forever. So that's all my moves complete. We're going to go over to shooting. We will start off with the Hover Tank. Or no, start with the Telemon. Telemon's going to put his flame back here, and the Top Gun, I think, as well. And then the main cannon. I don't want to fire everything with the Telemon into him. No, I'm going to resolve this tank first. Yeah, so the small gun over into the Oblit, and then the main cannon into your Forge Fiend there. I guess let's do the smaller gun into him first. Let's see if I can't hit him. Hitting on 2s. With sustained hits, that doesn't make a difference. Strength 6 versus toughness 7, I assume?
Yep.
5s. 2 wounds. -1.
3 ups, then good.
Fine. Main cannon firing over into the big fella. I hit with, so that's automatically wounding you. These all hit. Looking for 3s with a reroll. They all wound. You owe me 4 saves, good friend. These should be your 5-ups.
5 up invulns.
Okay, you've actually failed a couple.
Yeah.
These were what, D6 plus 2, I think? Yeah, that sounds right to me. How many wounds have you got?
12.
And here comes a command point being spent to reroll the 1. Did do a 6! I think I may have just killed you.
Yep.
Yeah, it's D6 plus 2. Cool. See if you blow up.
Nope.
No. That's one less guy on the board. Well, now the Telemon feels much more comfortable putting all of his shots back here. So let's start with the D3 auto hits. So that's 2 automatic hits, strength 7? What did you say your toughness was?
7.
Okay, so twin linked. Okay, 1 save, minus something. I'll look it up if it matters.
It matters. I have a 2 up save.
Yeah, so it's at least -1.
Okay.
So that's 1 damage. And then let's fire the big devastating wound gun back at you. 12 shots on 2s. Okay, get rid of the 1s. And then these are wounding on 5s, I believe. I'm really looking for 6s, though. A single one. There you go. Take some mortal wounds.
And that.
It makes me feel substantially better about this side of the board. So let's go ahead now and have Trajann and Company put shots into the 8 wound left. There he is. Mauler Fiend. Forge Fiend. Forge Fiend. It's a Forge Fiend?
It's a Forge Fiend, yeah.
Okay, so the 4 regular guys shooting. Hitting on 2s. Okay, I've got a bunch of hits. Now these are going to wound on 6s, but with full wound rerolls. Ooh. Cool, so there's 3 total there. These are AP -1.
So 4 ups.
2 damage. We're chipping him away. And then Trajann gets his shots. They both hit. I think I'm looking for 5s. With a full reroll. Ah! Okay. 1 wounding hit. It's AP something. You're fine.
Safe.
I'll have the custodians here fire their spears at your chosen. I don't know why I'm always getting their name wrong. Like, it's something I should definitely know pretty easily. But I'm hitting on 2s. It's a good start. And then wounding you on 4s with a reroll. Okay, they all wound anyways. These are AP -1.
So 4 ups. Good.
Okay, fine. All I'm going to do now is declare the charge with Valoris and company. Their charge distance will be 6, which should be enough. Yeah, that's about what it looks like. You're going to overwatch me?
Yep.
All right, let's see what you got. Hitting on 6s.
Hitting on 6s, and I should do a Dark Pact so that 6s auto wound. Passed.
Hear me out, because you're trying to get devastating wounds through. What if you do, what's it called? What's the other thing? Sustained hits.
Sustained hits. Yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
Because each 6 is 2 hits then. So you've got 2 hits, and now you can try to wound me on... Or sorry, you had 3 in there? Okay, so 4 hits total. Now you're trying to wound me on 3s, but 6s are better.
Yeah.
Let's see, there we go! So the 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds and a save.
I don't care about the mortal wounds. And then the 2 saves.
-1.
Okay.
One, just 1.
Just 1?
Yeah.
They're fine. They said no thank you.
Hazardous test.
Hazardous.
I'm fine.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get ready to swing into the big beastie then. You've got how many wounds left? 6?
6.
All right, Trajann, you go first. Trajann's going to have 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Oh, sorry, I got to pick a thing. I will go with, I guess lethal hits makes more sense. Yeah, this is easier for rolling. Lethal hits. So he's got 1 there. That fails to hit. These are strength 10, so I'm going to wound you on 3s with full rerolls. Boop. Boop. So you're going to owe me 5 saves total. Mr. Trajann says these are at -2. Throw them right here for me.
So 5 up. I tried.
3 damage a pop.
Down is going down.
And doesn't blow.
No explosion.
My consolidation can't get me any better than where I'm at right now. Except for, I guess, yeah. You consolidate to get slightly closer here, and you consolidate to get slightly closer here, I guess. Doesn't matter. We can't get through there anyways. And I'm hiding underneath. Very good. And so, no prisoners. Shouldn't be much of a problem because I killed... How many things did I just kill? I killed 3. So I'm going to get the max 5 points.
4.
Leaves me up 5 points at the end of turn 3. And we've got to determine the gambits. All right, end of turn 3. We'll do this properly for once. The gambits. Have you chosen your gambit?
Yes, I'm going for orbital strike coordinates.
Well, I'm going to proceed as planned. So orbital strike coordinates. At the end of the 5th turn, if 1 or more units from your army that's not battle shocked are wholly within 9 of a corner of the battlefield, and those units are not within your deployment zone, roll 2d6. Add 1 to the result for every other corner of the battlefield that has 1 or more units, wholly within 9, or within engagement range of any enemy units. If the final result is 12 or more, you get 30 victory points. Okay, cool. You're going to try to nuke the board. Now let's get ready for turn 4 chaos. And command phase, what do you got to do?
Yeah, Abaddon is gonna pick his 4 up invulnerable save aura.
Yep, makes sense to me.
And it's gonna be a boring turn. Otherwise, my units are going to
You're just going to run towards the corners? Attaboy.
towards the corner.
Okay, so let's see the run roll on the Chosen.
The Chosen.
Go an extra 2. Do you want to command point that?
No, they're faster than the Terminators. They should be good.
Okay. Yeah, because you get to the end of the game, and I'm probably
Yep.
not going to be able to catch them. Cool. And then let's see what the run on the Terminators. 5, presumably, plus another 4.
4. 9. I'll take that.
Ta-da!
Magic happened.
Custodes turn 4. Okay, so I gotta capture enemy outpost, but I also must defend stronghold. At the end of your opponent's turn or at the end of the battle, whichever comes first, if you control one or more objective markers in my own deployment zone, I get 3. Okay. Cool. This is going to be not a super exciting turn, so I'm going to show you where everything ends up. My moves were simple. Advance. The Telemon advanced and still only got to there. The Grav Tank hovered up. And then both of these squads advanced as well, and I was able to take that objective from you. Which makes me feel good. Shooting's going to be pretty simple. Everything's going to shoot at those Chosen to make the roll harder for you. So, you know what? Let's start with the Grav Tank. Grav Tank's going to shoot over at you. Fire the main gun.
Armor of Contempt.
Okay. 4 shots with the main gun on 2s. Okay, only get 2 hits. And they're not going to wound because you're not a vehicle. And then these are looking for 2s to wound. Okay, I only got 1 wound. Armor of Contempt does what? It reduces the AP of my attack?
Reduces the AP by 1, so that should stack with getting a cover save.
Yep. So -1, so a 4 up. If you fail it, somebody dies.
Saved.
Okay, fine. The other gun. Sustained hits. These are strength 6. And I'm going to get 3 wounding hits on you. These are just your save now.
3 up.
Oh, one guy's got 1 wound left. Over to this squad. These guys, the 2 front guys are in range. Fire! 2s! Okay, some okay hits. These are 4s to hit you. Sorry, 4s to wound you. 3 wounding hits, you're going to get your full save.
3 up.
One guy's dead. I'm going to use their once per game ability to shoot again. Dang it. 4s. 2 more saves.
Good.
Fine. Okay, cool. Over to Trajann and company now. They're going to shoot over. We'll start with Trajann. Firing 2 shots. Oh, why'd you have to miss? And then he's going to wound on 3s with a reroll. Dang. The other guys. They hit, sure. 4s to wound. With a full reroll. Okay, 2 saves. 3 ups.
Oh.
I get 1 more guy.
2 damage?
2 damage apiece, yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to use their once per game ability to shoot again. The 2 guys. This is ridiculous. Hitting on 2s. Okay, they hit with everything. And then these are going to wound on 4s. With a full reroll. 4 saves. 3 up.
3 up.
You can command point reroll if you want.
Yeah. Command point reroll.
No, we still get them. Cool. And then that's essentially going to be game. Well, kind of, sort of. I got to figure out my points, and we got to, yeah. It's almost game.
Still can make a 12 roll and 2d6.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and score 8 points out of here. And at the end of your turn, I'm going to score the 3 points for the other card.
Yep.
I'm going to do that now. These guys are just advancing over.
Yep.
Because they got to get wholly within 9. Yeah, they totally do.
That's 11.
Just to clarify, while he's moving those up, I have this going on. Okay. So you're here. Your turn 5. I technically get my cards, so I'm going to go ahead and get my cards and see. Yeah, I might be reading this wrong. I just went back and double-checked it. I think you still get your secondaries after you've chosen a gambit. So let's see what you would have had turn 4, I guess. So your turn 4 would have been deploy teleport Homer.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have been able to run.
Yeah.
And then cleanse. But you are running, so you wouldn't have got those.
Yeah.
And then discard, and then next turn you would have drawn, so turn 5, defend stronghold, which I got on my turn.
Yeah. And assassination.
Actually, at the end of your opponent's turn, at the end of the battle, you control one or more objective markers. Yeah, and you're in deployment zone, but I would have taken that from you turn 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't have scored any of these. We're back to where we were, essentially. My turn 5 pulls would have been extend battle lines. Yeah, which is no problem. And then it would have been area denial. Once again, no problem. So basically it comes down to, it's a Custodes victory, probably either way, but we still got to double check. If you roll the 12, then there's a chance you might win. No. So you don't call in the orbital strike. So yeah, the Custodes run away. I'm sitting on a bunch of victory points. It doesn't really matter exactly how many, because we know it's a Custodes victory. The good guys win. Awkward left-handed handshake. Good game, sir. And let's get ready for a little post-game chat.
Yeah.
And in the MiniWarGaming Vault, we have more 10th edition Warhammer 40k available to you. This match will be a rematch between the Blood Angels and the Necrons. If you watched the previous one, it'll be between Sam and Luca again, but this time they've both changed up their list rather drastically. Luca is going to go heavy vehicle fire support. Lots of toys, not a lot of boys for the Necrons. And then Sam is bringing some heavy firepower and heavy armor as well. Now, this is available to our YouTube members and our Vault members, and if you aren't one, all you have to do is click on the link down below to sign up for a 7-day free trial to the Vault. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you next time, and enjoy the post game.
And here we go. Chairs of Despair have been acquired, sitting comfortably here. So Mike, the Thunder from Down Under, let's talk about the game we just had. So I don't know, what do you think? We're all still. And I mean, like, there's always going to be people commenting in the comment section. Yeah, I know you've played 300 games of 10th edition already, but for the majority of people, we're still pretty new to the edition. What do you think? How do you think the game went overall?
I think it gave a fairly good impression of 10th edition.
Yep.
It's still interesting. I think it still needs a couple of tweaks. It's hard to tell how strong Chaos Space Marines are gonna be, because Custodes are really strong, I think.
It's one of those, I think the hot take is we're playing Index Hammer. These are get-by rules, and that's all it is. I'm not saying that they're poorly written. It's just, I mean, let's be perfectly honest. These aren't Codex rules, guys. These are free rules they put out to keep us playing the game for now. Hold Games Workshop to a certain standard. But I don't know how much of a full indicator this will be of the actual codexes when they hit, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so as it stands right now, how you feel about Chaos?
I think you have to rely a lot on the wasting wounds, since the AP went down, and against an army like Custodes, it's really, really hard to get wounds through.
Especially if I just roll 4-ups consistently.
Yeah, 4-up is super strong. I think that really helped tip the game for the Custodes. But overall,
yeah, you just couldn't get through. I feel like I was hardly taking armor saves even. Like, I know I was.
Yeah. Normally, the wasting wounds was a sure way to get wounds on your opponent. But with a 4-up save, it's, as we've seen, can be very unlikely.
Yeah.
And it's really, I think, a staple for the army. Should just stay on board, be annoying, and be present.
Yeah, and in addition, that feels less lethal overall. Sorry, a little audio hiccup there. Yeah, in addition, that feels less lethal overall. I may have actually forgotten in a couple instances. They went up in toughness.
Yeah.
So, army-wide, I got a little buff in toughness. I got amazing invuln save, amazing way to ignore mortal wounds. Yeah, you just sustain. You have to be smart, because there's definitely things that can kill custodians pretty quick. So you have to be smart to mitigate damage. But if you can, then yeah, you just grind down your opponent.
Yeah, you have a lot of ways to reduce damage or even ignore damage overall.
Yep.
And I think that what makes Custodes so strong at the moment.
Yeah, Arcane Genetic is definitely pretty good.
Yeah. Whereas Chaos Space Marines just have Armor of Contempt. It's still good, but it didn't help as much as it probably helped in 9th edition.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, because it's still a command point you're doing, right? Like it's still
It's
one
two command
squad.
point. It's really expensive.
Whew, okay,
I
yep,
think the generic Space Marine one just costs 1.
gotcha.
And that's a thing I don't understand, why it's 2 for Chaos Space Marines. Yes, they have in-walls on a lot of their units.
They got
But-
new models after 20 years. Finally, don't go thinking they can get treated. You don't get uppity thinking you're gonna get Space Marine treatment here. Okay?
Yeah. What was I thinking? But it's a kind of an odd codex. I have a lot of rules and actions that just counter each other, like lethal hits and the wasting wounds.
Yeah.
They just counteract each other. That's, I think, that made the Forge Fiend a lot less lethal, because I auto-wounded and I was not able to trigger the wasting wounds.
Yeah, you had some auto wounds. Now, food for thought. You could have also done, because we did it at one point. You could have done sustained hits instead of
Yeah,
the wounds, right?
it was my first game with Chaos Space Marines in general in 10th edition.
Yeah, we've tried some other stuff. We were trying a different mix-up.
Yeah, maybe I would get for sustained hits instead of lethal hits. I was just trying out and trying to get the best out of it. I was not 100% sure with the rules when I built the army. After playing the game, I would have done a lot different.
Yeah, I think we're overall, we're all a little less experienced than we'd like to
Yeah.
be. But, that's part of playing Index Hammer and getting used to the new edition and
Yeah,
trying some different stuff out.
the army I was used to play in late 9th edition is a lot weaker and a lot useless, I think, in general now.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Especially the Black Rune Terminators were a lot better than they are now.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
the Possessed still feel lethal, but they have a very narrow field of operation, since
Yes.
they're only strength 5 or 6. So I would not have been able to take out the Dreadnought.
No.
So in this edition, I think you have to plan ahead and plan for a lot of high toughness targets and plan for ways to take them out. Because especially against Custodes, if they ignore mortal wounds, you are losing your main ability to take them out.
Right. Yeah, the one thing kind of looking at my deployment, sorry, I'm having all sorts of audio issues, but I guess it's good it's happening at the end. Yeah, I was going to say my deployment, I should have paid more attention to trying to set up for Unwavering Sentinels, which is if I'm within range of an objective, I can pop 2 CP and I get the Strikes First ability, like the Fight First ability, which makes it just like really tough to charge me off objectives.
Yeah.
When a nice big squad of Custodes just gets to hit you. So, yeah, I didn't set up well for that. But yeah, overall, I don't know, I was a little bit anxious with the Forge Fiends and their capability to put damage out, but I don't know. I had the toolbox I needed to avoid most of the really big damage that could have been done. That being said, though, if my rolls weren't so crazy high, you really could have hurt me enough that I wouldn't be able to punch through the way that I did. But yeah, no, it worked out well. So, hindsight being 2020, is there one big thing that, you would do differently in this game? Or is there, was there one big game-defining, game-changing moment?
I think it just came down to you rolling 4 pluses.
Yeah, the one game-defining moment is that I wouldn't fail a 4-up.
Yeah, I think you rolled like 80% of your 4+ saves for model wounds.
Probably.
Yeah, at least it feels like it. I think Forge Fiends are still strong. I would definitely pick them again. They seem like a really good backfield shooting unit. With 12 shots now, the Hades autocannon got a really good glow up, I think.
Yep.
And with the ability to trigger sustained hits or wasting wounds is really good for them. I think they're priced really good, and they were a surprise for me, I have to say. They have never been that good in the previous editions, but Forge Fiends are okay, I think.
Yeah, no, they're definitely solid. I'm looking at my Grav tank and kind of going like, more and more. Because the Twin Arachnus Heavy Blaze Cannon, it's 48-inch range, fantastic. 4 shots hitting on 2s, great. Strength 12, it's plenty. -3 D6 plus 2 Twin Linked.
That's really strong.
And then the ability that didn't pop up as much as I, thought it could. So each time this model makes an attack with the Heavy Blaze Cannon that targets an enemy monster or vehicle, it has lethal hits. It's a really good gun.
Yeah, it's really strong.
And on a chassis, like the Grav tank is toughness 11 with a 2-up save and a 5-up invuln. Pretty good. 14 wounds. Like, it's solid.
Yeah.
It's gonna stick around for a while. And then looking at that, it's 215 points.
That's really cheap, actually.
I definitely can see at 2,000 points, like having 2 of these in the list just to sweep stuff off the board.
Yeah.
Like in a vehicle heavy edition, that strength 12 twin linked lethal hits with 4 shots. It's just good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Yeah, that's a pretty good little tank. I'm kind of glad I got 2 of them. I'm not going to buy 3, but I'm just saying I could.
Yeah, especially in the Eldari meter we are right now. I think it's even stronger with the 4-up Feed No Pain against mortal wounds.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You can shrug off the 2d6 Wraith Knight shots.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair. Well, yeah, in retrospect, I don't think this could have went better. Just, I'll give you guys a little hint or tip. Just roll high all the time, and you'll probably win.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Josh
Josh's
is
guide to
really
Warhammer.
good at Warhammer.
I'm so good at Warhammer, dude. Any closing thoughts for the people at home?
Give 10th edition a chance, just try it out. It's not as bad as the internet tells you it is. It's still a fun way to play. Don't play Eldari or Josh and Custodes, but otherwise you'll have more
You're
fun.
A-okay. At the you know what? I think that's the right takeaway. At the end of the day, if you want to play for fun, if the goal is to have fun and play Warhammer, just go play. The edition's fine. It is good.
Yeah.
Stop reading the internet. Doesn't matter. Go play and have fun. The internet doesn't tell you how to have fun. If you care about winning or losing, like if that's something that, like if you can't have fun unless you're winning, I guess maybe this edition might be tough for you, but I don't know if this is the right hobby for you either. So take it for what it is. Go play with the free rules they've put out. And we'll see where the edition takes us.
Yeah.
So viewers, thanks for tuning in. Keep being awesome. And as always, happy wargaming. Say happy wargaming.
Happy wargaming.